What's up, YouTube? Since we haven't gotten you guys out a video in a while, just due to microphone issues, I figured I'd get you guys a Star Wars video out today where I'll be ranking all the Star Wars movies. So, without further ado, let's get started. Starting at number 8 is The Phantom Menace, sorry. I don't think anyone really likes it. It's just really boring. Really slow plot. The only good thing about it is Darth Maul. I guess if you really like Jar Jar Binks, which I don't think many people do, but I do know people who like him and really like The Phantom Menace for that reason. So then, my second least favorite, or I guess at number 7, is Attack of the Clones, which is also, in my opinion, really boring, but gets a little bit higher just because, I don't know, as a kid, I always really liked Jango Fett, and I loved the Battle of Genesis. That, just like those two things made that movie a lot of fun to me. And then I guess when I went back and rewatched it when I was older, because I went through a phase where I just didn't like Star Wars. When I went back and watched it again, it just wasn't there. I don't know, I didn't like it anymore. But I thought Ewan McGregor did really good in the movie, so that's why it's better than The Phantom Menace. So then, I guess, number 6 is The Clone Wars, which is the animated movie, which it was good, but it wasn't great. I don't know. I guess there was nothing really wrong with it. I love all the Star Wars movies. They're all good. It's just which one's better. And when it comes down to it, The Clone Wars, I wouldn't go back and rewatch it again. But it's good. I prefer the show, but I don't really watch the show anymore. I'd go back and watch it. So, yeah. So then after that, I have A New Hope, which is pretty surprising. A lot of people like that one a lot because, well, it's the first Star Wars movie. It gets everything off, but kind of like The Phantom Menace, I think it has a really slow plot. It just has a better plot, and all the acting is better. And A New Hope is really good. I just think it's kind of boring, and it's just not my favorite. So then, I've lost count of where we are at now. But then it's Revenge of the Sith. I love Revenge of the Sith. It is such a good movie, especially for the prequels. I think it's just Hayden Christensen who plays a really, really bad Anakin, but everyone else in the movie is really good. All the special effects are good. It's just poor acting, which everyone hates it for, but I think Revenge of the Sith gets a really bad rep, even though it's obviously the best of the prequels, which I think anyone can agree on that. I think it's a really, really, really good movie, just not the best Star Wars movie. So then, now, I'm back on track again. At number 3, we have The Force Awakens, which a lot of people say, well, that's just the same as A New Hope. It has the same premise and everything, but personally, I think it has a lot more action in it, which, I don't know, a lot of people are like, well, Star Wars is a sci-fi series, but I just think it's more fun. So, yeah, that's Force Awakens. Maybe it's just because it's new, it's a novelty, but I don't know, I really like The Force Awakens. So then, number 2, Return of the Jedi. It's such an amazing, yeah, I don't know where I got off there. Such an amazing conclusion to one of the best series ever. It just, everything's done right, and right from the get-go, it's exciting, and it has a really good ending, and I really like it. So then, obviously, number 1, which I think everyone can agree on this one, is Empire Strikes Back. With, I don't know, everything just in that is done so well. The battle on Hoth, Han being frozen in carbonite, Darth Vader being revealed as Luke's father, and then just everything's done so right. That's where Yoda makes his first appearance. Just don't think there's anything that I don't like about The Empire Strikes Back. Just everything is done so well about that movie. So yeah, that's gonna wrap this up. I know it was short, but thanks for watching, and I'll try to get a podcast out. And if you haven't listened to the first episode of the podcast, which was back in like February or March, you should definitely go check that out. I'll leave the link to that in bio. Make sure you subscribe to our SoundCloud and subscribe to our YouTube. So yeah, thanks, bye.